Well, g'day everybody, and welcome back to another NeoFly. I have rented an island, an islander. I finally got one. I finally rented an islander, which we're going to fly for a little bit. We are going to go back to the Warrior, but I just thought it'd be nice to fly something a little bit different, so I've given it a rent. I flew this from Friday Harbour all the way down to Country Squire Air Park, and we're doing a little short hop with a couple of passengers from here across to Portland. So we're gonna sort of head over there to Kilo Papa Delta X-ray and give that a go. Now, this is as I said, this is one of the aircrafts that I used to absolutely love flying in FSX. I had it as an add-on, and I've got it as an add-on in here as well. Haven't flown it as much as what I really should be flying it, to be honest. But she's a lovely little thing though, absolutely lovely. Takes 9 passengers. Which is really good for doing cargo run, for doing passenger runs and stuff like that. But lovely aircraft. The other thing I'm also doing is I am also using Pilot to ATC today. Now, I'm not sure how it's going to go. I'm still trying to work it out. I'm doing the trial of it, and I'm finding that it can be a little ganky, especially out of an airport like this that doesn't really have too much in the way of controllers and stuff. So, but we will see how we go. Let's get this thing fired up. Let's throw on our master battery and our alternator. There we go. Lovely. Let's throw on our mags. They are all on. They were left on in the previous flight when I landed. We're going to start the right engine first. Let's make sure our fuel is on. Our fuel is on. Fuel pump on. Let's throw our beacon lights on as well. And we'll probably throw our nav lights on. Alright, lovely. We'll just fire this little beast up. Now we are going to start the right engine. And bring some fuel in. Oh, come on. No fuel? What's going on, little fella? What's going on? Alright, let's try that again. And there we go. It didn't like me introducing fuel during the startup, so... Okay, right fuel pump off. Lovely. I'm going to start the left fuel pump as well. I've just got to do a quick sound check. Perfect. I did record my flight down, my sort of hour and a half flight down here from Friday Harbour. Unfortunately, it did not record any sounds at all for the game, so I decided just to dump everything on that. Let's give that little beast a start up as well.
Everything looks good from where I'm sitting. Taxi to the runway and take...
Perfect. Alright, we're going to close that. I'm going to turn that fuel pump off for a sec. And now the engines are warming up. We'll put on our avionics. There we go, lovely. And we'll just bring that down a little bit. And now, bring our props to full forward. Now this is a pretty bloody hard aircraft. Well, it's not a hard aircraft to fly. It's a very temperamental little aircraft to fly, unfortunately. So we are going to be flying at 4,500 feet on our flight plan today. So I'm going to throw that in now. Again, yeah, the autopilot's a bit ganky as well. Just going to bring those props down. Put our park brake on, and I'm just going to push this aircraft back just a little bit. It did stick us right in front of the fuel, which is not a good thing. This is going to bring us down onto the grass a little bit, but that's okay. We should be fine for that. And we'll stop there. Park brake back on again as well. Don't have an assigned frequency. I'm guessing that we will probably just be contacting Seattle Center, I would say. Which is 125.8. Okay, so for some reason, maybe it's Sim Update 10, or I'm not sure, but for some reason, Pilot to ATC was having about a 10-second delay on any button presses or anything at all. I don't know what the problem there was. It connects through FSU IPC, so excuse me. So for the sake of this flight, we are going to use Microsoft's built-in air traffic built-in air traffic control. All right, we're going to announce our taxi. Taxiing to runway 26, so we're going to be taking off on runway 26. I don't know why voices aren't working. Hang on a sec. Alright, that should be okay. We're going to taxi down to runway 26. What I may do is I'm just going to change our heading to 260, which is right about there somewhere. Lovely. And we're going to taxi out that way. I think we can get out that way. Can we get out that way? We may have to pop out that way, but that's okay. We can do that. Alright, lovely. Let's get our park brakes off, put our taxi lights on, make sure that our heading is set, and we'll put a little bit of left engine in with some right rudder just to turn ourselves around and dodge those. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Now, I'm not sure whether we can. We may actually be able to taxi the other way, I reckon. But at this point, we won't. We'll go out onto Alpha and we will backtrack. All right. So the Islander is an absolutely adorable aircraft. Well, yeah, an adorable aircraft. A really nice aircraft to fly. I mean, they're relatively old and they're a bit rattly and they're quite loud and all of that stuff, but they're definitely really interesting to fly. And I think I used to fly them. I think I used to fly this a lot in FSX and like it a lot because we had a few flying out of the airport that I used to work at, and they were always a very, very interesting aircraft. So, come on, you can go. There we go, a little bit of that. Okay, we're just going to check that we are clear on traffic. We're clear on there, and we're clear there as well. And bring the throttle and the mixture up full, and bring some oomph into the engines. Once you get her moving, she's okay. All right, we'll taxi down here. We're going to take off from runway 26. We're going to do, obviously, once we're at 500 feet, we'll do a right-hand turn and bring the aircraft in line with our GPS. Hopefully, climb up to 4,500 feet and. Yeah, it should be a good flight. It should be a good flight. I am going to bring our flaps down for takeoff. Now, this aircraft does have really good stall capabilities as well. We're going to throw that fuel pump. We're going to throw that fuel pump on as well. Lovely. And it looks like we probably could have run out here. I haven't been to I've only landed at this airport. I haven't actually been out here, but it looks like the taxiway does, for future reference, head out there. It was quite a nice little, yeah, it does. It was quite a nice little airport to fly into, actually. Well, there you go. There's some taxiway stuff there anyway. Okay, let's bring in the right engine with some left with full left rudder, just to help us do a nice tight turn. Let's throw our strobe lights, landing lights on, taxi lights off. Flaps are set for takeoff. Fuel is checked. Let's just ascertain that we are on the correct runway, and we are. Okay, beautiful. Let's bring our heading bug around a little bit as well. There you go. Perfect. Okay, everything is looking good. Mixtures are rich. Prop is full forward. Let's rev this thing up and take off. I don't know why I'm getting Windows stuff happening there as well. Okay, so she's pretty good. Everything is looking good. And off we go. Still get quite a bit of movement around the runway. There we go. And we are at 60 knots. We're at 70 knots. Let's bring the nose of the aircraft up. And there we go. Lovely.
Pilot, have a nice flight.
Okay, we'll give our... put our flaps up. Just going to continue to climb the aircraft, and I'm going to just bring our throttles down just a little bit. There we go. Lovely. Okay, we'll bring our vertical speed oh, there we go. Autopilot on, vertical speed up. We'll climb out at 1,000 feet per minute, and we'll also hit our nav and let her follow the course. Let everything settle down. Just need to make sure that she is climbing the way you want her to climb as well, so you've got to be really careful of that. Alright, let's tune to Portland approach. And request flight following.
Portland approach barrier 04 is type Britain Norman Islander, 2 miles east of Oscar Romeo 65, 2,400 feet. Request flight following. Barrier 04 Portland approach. Squawk 0121.
0121 and altitude. 0121.
Barrier 04 acknowledged last transmission.
There we go. That should acknowledge. There we go. Lovely.
1 mile north of Oscar Romeo 65, 3,000 feet. Altimeter 30.00.
3000. Let's acknowledge that.
Roger, barrier 04.
All right. So it's quite nice around this area actually. It's very nice around this area to fly. I have enjoyed flying it. Okay, we can bring our fuel pumps off. And fuel pump off as well. Fuel is good. Amps in the green. Volts are good. Everything else is good. We're going to leave our landing lights on. Taxi lights are off. Nav and strobe are on. Everything else there is okay. We're getting to 4,000. We've passed through 4,000 feet. Once we level out, we're going to bring our throttle down a little and settle the aircraft as best as we can. Okay, we should be starting to level out, and we are. Bring our throttle down just a little bit. Set our manifold pressure at about 2,400. And the aircraft should be settled now. That's really, really good. And we'll do some adjustments on our mixture. Looking for a drop in RPM. Which will probably be down here a little bit. Just going to bring that out just a touch. And there's our drop. And we'll go forward about 10%. There we go. Perfect. Okay, mixture is set. Everything else is set. Looks like we're going to be remaining under this cloud cover, which is good because I certainly didn't. There's a Southwest Airlines light over there because I didn't file an IFR flight plan for this flight, so. Okay, we'll just keep our eye on that. And we'll keep our eye on him. He looks like he is below us quite a bit, so hopefully that is okay. He's probably coming into Portland as well, I would say. So we are relatively close to Portland. We're only 7 nautical miles out, so we may have a look at contacting them now.
Portland Airport information Alpha 23000 Zulu. Wind 20 tree at 8. Visibility 10. Sky conditions clear. Temperature 20. Dew point 10. Altimeter 30.00. ILS runway 10 right and ILS runway 10 left in use. Landing and departing runway 28 left and runway 28 right. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back halt short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Alpha.
Okay, lovely. I was expecting that. I was expecting runway 10 right. Now, why is she descending so quickly? When she shouldn't be. I'm just going to there we go. That's I was hoping that some of the autopilot problems would have been sort of sorted out a little bit as well. Unfortunately, they don't feel like it doesn't feel like it has been. I don't know whether it's just this particular aircraft or. I'm going to bring the mixture in relatively rich. That's Portland in front of us. Why is our vertical speed? Why is she trying to descend at 2,000 feet per minute? That's the question that I want to know. There we go. That's a little bit better. Now she's stabilizing a little. Okay, just a few stumbles while come on. Come on, vertical speed. Just a few little stumbles. The other thing that I have noticed, I'm going to turn the autopilot off completely and I'm just going to hand fly this, guys. There we go, that's a little bit better. The other thing that I have noticed is my GPSs have been going ganky. You can see that they're bringing waypoints in where waypoints shouldn't be and not registering and stuff. I don't know what the problem there is, to be honest. Come on, trim up, trim up, trim up, trim up, trim up. There we go. All right, I think the look, I'm rolling my trim wheel at 170 miles an hour at the moment, and it's not working. It's not working. All right, let's request a full stop landing.
Portland Tower Barrier 04 is 2 miles southwest 1,700 feet with Alpha to land.
Barrier 04 Portland Tower. Altimeter tree 0.01 wind 265 at 10. Enter left traffic runway 10 right.
You can see that. Let's acknowledge that.
Enter left traffic runway 10 right barrier 04.
Barrier 04 wind 265 at 10. Cleared to land runway 10 right.
All right, we'll acknowledge that landing clearance.
Cleared to land runway 10 right barrier.
Now you can see that I'm rolling my my trim wheel on my flight controls, and she's not responding very well at all. So, all right, we're going to throw in one stage of flaps. Let the aircraft settle down a little. That's it. I don't know why the autopilot is automatically destroying our flight plan and stuff. I don't know what the purpose there is. Going to bring the throttles in. Trim the nose of the aircraft down a little. Maybe I'm just trimming too fast. I don't know. Props up. Let's spin him around. And we'll bring him in. I'm not sure. I'm not obviously not familiar with this area, so I'm not sure exactly what freeway that one is. And there's 10 right there. So we'll bring ourselves in for that. That's a very, very bad approach. The only reason it's a very bad approach is because my GPS stuffed up. It's even taken out, it's even actually removed waypoints and stuff. Alright, we're going to go our second stage of flaps. Flaps ready for landing. Fuel pump on, fuel pump on. Landing lights are on. We'll continue to descend here. We're a little bit low for now. There we go. We'll throw a little bit of power into her. And we'll come in and drop these passengers off for our first flight in the Islander. We'll maintain that. We'll maintain that. There we go. Lovely. Still a little bit low. See what the hell is going on with my windows? It keeps bringing my taskbar up. Okay, lovely. And in we come. Still way too low at the moment, but that's okay. 10 right. 10 right is confirmed. We'll continue moving her in like this. Weather's not too bad actually, to be honest. We should get number 2 in a sec on our Pappy. There she goes. That's it. Lovely. All right, and then we come. So it's always nice flying. Twin engine aircraft. All right, beautiful. In we go. In we go. Portland International. This is our first flight into Portland International. In fact, I think it's my first flight ever into Portland International. So everything's going really well. I'm really, really happy. We're a little bit too high. And bring our speed down, bring our throttle down. I don't want to reduce our throttle too much, too quickly. And in we go.
Transported from dispatch. Nice landing. Go to the parking and put your parking brake on.
Come on, come
I'll
on,
be in touch.
come on. There we go. Okay. We need our flaps up.
Transported from dispatch. Clear the runway and taxi to parking.
Flaps up. We'll just let her roll. I'm going to put a little bit of engine on. Okie dokie. Bring our airspeed down. Beautiful.
04, turn next taxiway.
We are probably going to have to go across this way, I would say. So we might actually just turn out this way. I reckon that's the GA area over there. I'm not familiar with the airport. And out we go. Lovely.
Barrier 04, contact ground on 121.9er.
Ground on 121.9er. Let's acknowledge that handoff.
121.9er barrier 04.
And strobes off, taxi on, landing off. Let's contact ground. And we'll request parking. Yep.
Portland ground barrier 04 taxi to parking.
Barrier 04, taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Echo Foxtrot Charlie Charlie 6 cross runway 28 left Bravo 6 Bravo Tango.
Okay, that sounds like a complex taxi when all I really wanted to do was go there.
Parking via taxiway Echo Foxtrot Charlie Charlie 6 cross runway 28 left Bravo 6 Bravo Tango barrier 04.
Okie dokie. There we go. I'm going to get a little bit of speed happening and I'm going to shut the right engine down.
Transporter. Disembarkation in progress.
Ah, that's right. You can't do that on this, can you? So they're going to drop the air. The NeoFly is going to drop the passengers off while we're still taxiing because I've shut one engine down. Now the only reason I'm shutting one engine down is to preserve fuel. So it's usually a better idea and a better thing to do. There we go. What a nice flight. What a very nice
Transporter.
flight.
Disembarking finished. Have a nice day.
I haven't shut the whole aircraft
Let's go.
down. I haven't shut the whole aircraft down yet. My goodness gracious me. Oh well. It is what it is. I'll just have to remember not to shut an engine down for taxiing next time. It's a great way to conserve fuel. So, like, you obviously save almost half of the amount of fuel that you would normally use taxiing by shutting that down. Looks like general aviation's all the way over there. I thought this might be general aviation because there was a lot of small aircraft or light aircraft sitting there. But it doesn't look like it, so we'll continue to taxi through here. Probably could have pulled ourselves up at that first taxiway if I had been clever about it. Which would have meant we were coming in... No, we should have rolled all the way down the end. That's what we should have done. Alright, let's bring that down. Got about half on our mixture. And it wants us to run all the way through as opposed to turning in there. Alright. We should do exactly what you want. The taxi instructions in in with Flight Sim air traffic control are really quite overly complex in comparison to what they need to be. All right, I'm just gonna make my own taxi route up, because that's a bit of crap there, going all the way over there. I'm going to go and park over here in the general aviation parking, which is where I wanted to be. I bet they were going to send me all the way around there and then all the way back over here again.
Continue taxi.
And all the way over this way again. So, okay, we have vehicles in the way. Come on, go. Go. Or don't. Watch that wing there. All right, we're going to park her up over here. It's trying to push the aircraft to the right, and I've got full left rudder on, which is why I've got so much engine power in, because we haven't got that power in that engine. Can't believe NeoFly finished my flight and booted all the passengers out while there we go, perfect, while that was happening. All right, lovely. Taxi lights off and our fuel pumps are off. Let's kill off that left engine, bring our prop down as well. Lovely. That's perfect, and we will bring our navigation lights and our beacon lights off. We'll turn off our avionics and our alternator. Bring our magnetos off and our battery off as well. There you go, guys. I hope that you have enjoyed this flight. It's yeah, it's a nice. It is a nice aircraft to fly. It really is. I do quite enjoy flying this one. Yeah, it's available on the Flight Sim store if you are interested. I don't know why it puts the co-pilot over in the back seat there, but I don't know. She's sitting over there, isn't she? Having a good old time. Unfortunately, with NeoFly, you can't pick your liveries unless you search for an aircraft and happen to find one that has the livery that you like, which could be 500 miles away. That's one of the things that I don't like about NeoFly in comparison to say On Air. Is in On Air, at least you can select your livery on the aircraft that you purchase. Yeah, you can't do that on NeoFly, unfortunately. But there we go. That is another NeoFly flight. I hope that you have really enjoyed it, guys. I will see you next time. Bye.